Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Bravely 2nd End Layer. Let's head on back into Eternian Central Command. The enemies around here are the same as the rest of the overworld around Eternia, so nothing too extraordinary going on here. But I do want to change up my setup before heading inside, because we've got quite a few new enemies around there. So let's see, with you, most of the enemies inside are weak to water, so I actually want to give him triple wield so that he can equip another Rod of Ice, though in the red isn't a bad idea either, because maybe I could equip the Lambent Hat. There is one enemy that is weak to lightning inside there, but I don't think you is especially worried about that. So he'll be fine. Let's see, with Edea, there's nothing inside strong against earth elemental damage. So yeah, go nuts with Rock Storm. Nothing can default in there though. So why don't we get rid of Pierce Default and bring in Axe Lore at where it belongs. Let's see, Magnolia is looking good there, and so is Tiz. Okay, so for the equipment then, let's get triple Rods of Ice going on you. Those will be very useful. And let's see, the rest is good there. Now with Edea, let's see, yeah, we're not done with Bloody Shield just yet. I usually have one done, like, at about going into the Everlast Tower there, but I guess I haven't fought as many battles as, well, before. But that's okay, we'll be fine. Let's go with the giant axe that we just got for Edea there. And then, yeah, let's give her one of the bloody shields. Normally, I would put another cross axe there, but she could probably still hit max damage or really close to it without that anyway. The cross axe just gives me a little extra insurance, which I will want once I'm done with this thing. Okay, and then for Magnolia, we leave her alone. Now, Tiz, I want him to mug one of the enemies inside that is weak to water and considered dragon type. So, let's give him a Samidare to make his attack water elemental. And then equip a bunch of great swords as well. Yeah, the Grand Marshal sword isn't just a quest item. It can actually be used. It's got pretty good attack power. Even though Tiz doesn't have any proficiency with great swords, he'll still deal really good damage with them. And could probably kill them in a couple hits. Okay, so we get all that and the Thief's Gloves. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Now let's see, to the right, there is an elevator that we could use that we didn't before, but there's really no reason to, so don't worry about it. There is a blue chest that I want to collect first before moving on with the side quest here. So let's do a side quest first. And meet a new enemy! What do we got here? Basilisk Monks! These guys have over 10,000 HP. So I'm going to need a little help dealing with them. They also have an item that I would like to steal. So let's see what we can do here with you. Let's examine these guys. But yeah, they are dragon type, weak to water. And then, let's see, I think I only need 2 more frost spells to take these guys down. So, let's see, let's give, yeah, 1 more to Tiz there, 2 frost spells, and then we'll have Tiz mug from each of them. And that should be able to get the job done there. Yeah, look at that damage. And we got a new item, the Life Ring, but more importantly, they sell for a lot of money. So even after this battle, I'll still want to steal as many as I can from those guys as I encounter them. Alright, here we got another new enemy. Let's see, Basilisk Lancers. There is nothing remarkable about these guys. They don't even have 10,000 HP. Let's see, Edea could probably kill them with 1 Rock Storm. I'm just thinking if I want to, or what else I would want to do with her there. Or maybe just have Magnolia do the job. Yeah, you know what? Why don't we have Magnolia kill these guys? And save Edea for later. Okay, so let's go... Yeah, Magnifying Glass. And, okay, a Vigor Tonic on Tiz. And then 2 Stardust should be able to get the job done. And then we'll be good to go. But yeah, these guys, nothing really remarkable about their stats. Yeah, not quite enough to kill those guys with just 1. Ah, and here we got another new enemy, Spriggans! These guys have over 10,000 HP, and they're weak to lightning. So let's have Edea use another attack against these guys. They do have a lot of physical defense, which is why I'm going to want to use Electrolysis on them to deal lightning damage, and it's considered a physical attack, as you can see with the sword icon there. And let's see, she should be able to take them down. Maybe I should have given a BP over to Tiz. Oh, maybe slow it down a little bit. Yeah, look at that damage. But they have a lot of physical defense. That's why she's not dealing quite max damage there. But I think we'll be okay anyway. Okay, so with just 2 of these guys left, yeah, why don't we just have Tiz go Godspeed Strike, and that'll be good enough to get the job done. There is one more new enemy that we can find around here, but I think we'll just leave it at that for now. Oh, and you see up there at the top, you got the message. I went through it a little quickly there, but we got the Hero's Shield now. It's uncursed, and it's, if not the best shield, one of the best shields in the game, cutting all elemental damage in half, and I am going to proceed to not use it. I only want it for the collection there. So now, let's get back on the crosshacks, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so first, let's head on back up to Edea's room. How we climb through 47 floors of an air duct to get up here, I don't know. Or whatever that passage is for. Let's see, yeah, let's rest up there after that big battle. And let's go get the blue chest that we couldn't before. So let's see, it's right outside here. Well, okay, we gotta go a little ways to get over to it. But not too far. Can I get in there? There you go. And from the blue chest we get the Longinus Spear, which is pretty unremarkable. I don't think it's even, like, Holy Elemental or anything. What do we got out of this one? I mean, it's stronger, but... yeah, otherwise, yeah, nothing too extraordinary about it compared to anything else, really. What else do we got? Okay, yeah, that's everything there. Let's, well, you know, I could use, a teleport stone, though it would probably take me about the same amount of time to get back to the first floor anyway. Or the bottom area, anyway. Okay, and there's the last new enemy up front there, the Basilisk Knight. They are also unremarkable. But we do have a monk in there, so we gotta watch out for that. Okay, so I could have Tiz mug the monk, and then Edea could probably kill them with 1 Rock Storm. So how about we do this? Let's go examine the knight. And then, yeah, get a BP over to him. I'm just thinking if I want to do 1 more BP to him. I'm not... no, wait, I can kill these guys with 1 Rock Storm now that I got the other cross axe going there. So, yeah, we can just give another BP over to Tiz there. And then 1 Rock Storm ought to be enough. I would like Tiz to mug, but if Edea acts before he does, which she might, then, well, you know, I could have, you know what, actually, let's do this a little differently. Let's have you take these guys down. Okay, so let's get the Knight there. Pass a BP over to Tiz, and then 2 Frost spells. Okay, and then let's see, with Tiz, let's mug the Monk, and that should be good. Got the more life rings there. I think that increases your max HP a little bit. Or something. It's an accessory. But, well, let's see what we got. Okay, more of these guys. Okay, now we should have Edea take these guys down, I think. Probably 1 Rockstorm would be good enough there. Now, I could give Edea the Samidare, but the Earth element of the Rockstorm would override that anyway. So, there's no point. And as you can see, she can deal max damage to them anyway. Okay, so with these guys, how about we do this? Let's go with Vigor Tonic. Get a BP over to those 2. And then 2 Stardust. I almost went with Rockstorm, but no, not yet. Although, yeah, I do want to give a BP to Tiz. I was thinking about not doing that. And maybe just giving more BP to Edea, since she's so efficient on damage. But that's not really necessary. So, yeah, spread the wealth of BP. There you go. Okay, so with all these guys, okay, so we can certainly win this with 1 Rockstorm. Let's see, Tiz is only going to steal once. So, yeah, let's give 1 over to Tiz. And then however many Rockstorms we need, probably 1. And then you, or Tiz, can steal from the Monk there. That ought to be good enough. Very nice. Okay, so with Tiz, well, let's see what we get out of here first. Okay, this is one of the reasons why I've got attack item amp still on Tiz to deal with Spriggan. So, let's see. Can I do this? I think I can, or at least get really close. No, actually, I think I'd still be a little short. Okay, how about, I'm thinking if I want to steal, I think I have to, though. Yeah, so let's go steal from the Monk. And then go with the Pantheon's Wrath, double mimic. That probably won't be enough to kill the Spriggan, but do the best I can. Actually, this probably won't kill anyone. Nope. Okay, so Edea, it's up to you. Oh, that gives him a lot of evasion, though I don't really care about that. Okay, so to finish these guys off, yeah, that'll be pretty easy. Though I will need some more Phoenix Downs. Might want to restock on Phoenix Downs. I need to restock on a lot of stuff. Okay, so we get those, and then I'm thinking if I want to do a White Wind. Nah, let's not bother with that. We've got a healing point coming up here. Okay, so yeah, however many Rock Storms we need, probably just the 1. That'll be good. Even the Spriggan should probably die to this. Yep. They've got a lot of physical defense, but that's all. But even so, Electrolysis is really good against them. If you've got like 3 of them, you can deal a little more damage that way. But, okay, so yeah, let's get over here. Actually, you know what? I don't need to rest up. You'll see why in a moment. Because back down here, we've got another 10th event. So, yeah, why don't we check it out? See what we got going on.
Here you go. Heavy.
What do you got that's so heavy? Turkey?
Ta-da! Shield grilled cave scallop, ducal guard style.
Oh, well, yeah, I suppose we are back home, aren't we?
Oh, nice. These are the scallops you collected earlier, right?
What scallops?
Fresh scallops are the best.
And I love the miso butter sauce.
Well, you're actually a pretty decent cook after all.
The bed of green onions and bean sprouts really works too. The juice from the scallops soaks into the greens, turning them into a refreshing seafood salad. Like an undersea garden.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to pass on that one, Tiz.
By the way, did you say shield grilled?
Oh, did she?
Yeah. Instead of a hot plate, I used this shield here to grill them.
With the blood of our enemies on it?
Wow, that's awfully extravagant.
Why would you use a shield to cook something?
I read that the soldiers in the field would use their shields to grill meat and their helmets to boil potatoes.
That doesn't exactly sound like the best plan.
How resourceful. I'll have to remember that the next time I'm in the woods without a frying pan.
Hey, Buckethead!
You make a lot of grilled food, Edea. Is that popular among the Ducal Guard? Sure is. Hearty battlefield fare, fit for heroes. That's always been their motto.
Well, what else would they do?
A feast fit for heroes is right.
Especially after getting the hero shield.
The Knights of the Ducal Guard have always been like that. Big, strong warriors with even bigger hearts.
And we murdered hundreds of them.
It sounds like a proud tradition. Just like the Sky Knights when I first joined them, I guess.
No, not really.
It must have been a real honor. Is that where you learned to cook Ducal Guard cuisine?
Where else would she?
The Eternian 4th Guard unit, the Sky Knights, was once part of the Ducal Guard.
Oh, okay.
Its commander was none other than Sir Argent Heinkel. This was his shield, passed down from captain to captain.
And I stole it from him after murdering him.
Oh, so that's the shield you used to... Wait... You used a priceless heirloom to grill scallops?
Well, whatever works.
Darn right. Just have to rinse it off and it'll be good as new. It's what Heinkel would have done.
Oh, well, I suppose if he doesn't mind.
A meal fit for heroes? More like a meal fit for madmen. What if you were ambushed while you were cooking?
Then I'd hit them upside the head with the frying pan I'm using.
Well, that's why they outlawed deep frying, you know.
Oh, that's, oddly specific.
Yeah, it'd be like a fire shield, except you'd be the one getting burned.
As commander of the Ducal Guard, Heinkel was sworn to serve Father night and day.
Well, yeah, doesn't everyone?
Father's the one who taught him how to cook on the battlefield.
Well, someone had to.
So the Templar taught him, and you've inherited their legacy.
We'll go with that.
I suppose that's the Ducal Guard way.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Wait, so all those dishes with way too much sugar and your culinary experiments,
What about him?
they were inherited from the Ducal Guard too?
What are you scared of?
Huh? What is it?
This mithril shield. I've been holding onto it for my collection.
Do I still have one? I thought I would have sold it a while ago.
It's the Pope Anya's Ascension Limited Commemorative Edition.
Okay.
Oh, so that's why it was polished all spiffy. It made the cooking a breeze, I'll tell ya.
But my shield, it's all covered in soot and miso butter.
Ha ha.
Hey, guess what, everyone? I've got another special treat for you.
No!
Check it out. Scallop soup in a helmet. Ducal Guard style.
Oh no, you didn't.
Not my precious helmet!
I sure did. I used the shiniest, best-kept helmet I could find. Ooh, look at it sparkle.
But that's my Legion helmet.
Ha ha.
That was my prize for qualifying at the Arena Regionals of the World Fighting Spirit Championships.
Well, you're not using it now as a wizard.
You know, It's good that you take care of your things. But the most wasteful thing of all is not to use them.
Well, he's rich. What else is he going to spend his money on? He seems to like to collect a lot of things. But whatever works for you. Okay, so we got that ready to go. Let's go restock on some items. Let's see. We don't need a ton of Phoenix Downs. That ought to be more than enough. And then, yeah, I want to take a look at the Catmancy items there. Let's see. We're good there. Oh, yeah. We need a lot more catnip there. Okay, so we got all that. I think we're good to go. Well, we're getting there with all the money I've got for buying stuff at Chompshire eventually. I need like almost a little over 8 million in order to buy one of everything for the inventory collection. But yeah, now that we've started the side quest in Chapter 6, the door up here, the door up here is open. It is open, right? Okay, good. Yeah, we couldn't get through there before, but now we can. So we can get down into the prison. I thought there was more to it than that, but okay. Yeah, fill out a little bit of the map here. Hey, this just looks just like that hidden room in the demo there. I like that they used that, or pulled that from the game, though I think they've rearranged some things around here. I might want to keep an eye on my supply of life rings, because I could easily hit maximum inventory if I don't watch out for that. I might want to think about using a teleport stone eventually, just to sell all the life rings that I'm getting. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to need to make another trip through this place. I'm going to hit max life rings very quickly. And by the way, the reason I didn't give Waste Not to Edea is because I needed Whisker Sense on her, and with the setup that I have for Tiz, he's barely able to one-shot Basilisk Knight or Lancer with Mug, so that way I don't use more BP than I have to, say with a Godspeed strike there. So I just didn't have the room for Tiz, and I need attack item amp for dealing with Spriggans if he's all alone against them. But alright, more Hermes sandals. Even though, yeah, I could just steal more from one of the enemies outside. And by the way, the enemies down here are identical to what we met up with upstairs there, even though this is kind of a separate area. But, alright, more X potions. Let's see, I'm probably going to get into another battle soon. Why don't we just teleport out of here? Wow, I've actually been using a lot of those. Might want to restock on those, too. Let's get back to where we were before. Sell excess wares, restock, and then we'll just make a straight shot for the end there. But, yeah, let's also... let's see, restock on catnip while we're here. Oh, wow, I already used a whole lot of that. Yeah, we're going through a lot of these items really fast. Okay, and then, let's see, the life rings, or, no, that's the rope. Life ring, yeah, that's just from the first basement level there. Sell for 5,000 piece. And they increase your max HP quite a bit, although I don't really care about that. So, yeah, let's get all of those sold. That'll really help out getting to where I want to go. And, okay, what about the beast flesh? I've been using quite a bit of those. Yeah, why don't we restock on those? And that ought to be good. Let's see, how much is that? Oh, yeah, I'll pay for that. I was thinking about maybe going over to Edea's room there. But, I mean, it's so cheap, why bother? But now we can just bypass all those branching paths and hopefully get through the second basement level without any additional trips needed. There's only the 2 basement levels to it, just like before there. Or in the first game, anyway. And at least this time around, there's no enemies with instant death on this floor. I mean, the enemies here do hit pretty hard, and they can be a little fast compared to you or Magnolia. But we can deal with them. I would be a bit careful with the enemies around here with going into another consecutive battle with negative BP. -1, I think, is okay. But more than that could be risky. But, okay, yeah, we're good to go. Let's see if they made the prison even worse than it was in the first game. Spoiler alert, it is! Lots of secret passages to treasure. Oh, there it is. It's like, I know there's a chest here, but I couldn't see it. But, well, at least now we finally got a second accessory that can boost strength. So, if I need a strength-based setup for Edea and Tiz, now we can use multiple accessories for that. Not really going to be using black belts for the remainder of the game, pretty much. And at least we got a turbo ether that's too good to use at all times. But let's see, let's go through another secret passage. Okay, where are you? Man, it's so hard to see the chests around here. The screen is so dark there. I mean, it's a jail. What did you expect? Can I get out of here? Maybe they did make it a little trickier to escape from these jail cells. But not by much. Well, at least some of these... No, this one doesn't have a door. Is there any jail cell that is actually completely sealed? Spoiler alert, no! Every one of these cells has a secret passage to get into it. If I can find it. Ah, there it is. Thought it was a little further to the right there. And to break into this cell, well, at least we got another safety ring. I mean, you're in jail, you'd probably want to have one of those. To be fair, there's no one actually being held in any of these cells, though. Looks like they converted it to storage depot or something. Yep, that one's open too. Let's see, to get to that one, we gotta go up here. Through a secret passage. Where we can pick up the Genji armor. Is that actually stronger than the crystal armor that we got? I forget which one is... No, the crystal mail is actually better there. Even though we just got it from Diamante. Let's see. Yeah, neither of them are buyable. Not that I really care about heavy armor. Why would you ever want to use it? I mean, even if I cared about what physical damage the enemies could deal to me, it doesn't do nearly enough to be worthwhile. But that's Bravely Default for you. Oh my goodness, a jail cell that's actually locked properly! What a concept! I'm scared of getting locked up, so I'm just gonna hide over here. No, I just wanted to... Oh! Okay, this cell isn't, fully locked up. Is there anything, like, in here? I'm just checking this out, because, yeah, I didn't know there was a way to actually get in there, but, no, there's no purpose to that. No wonder, yeah, I didn't know that that was there. I really did just want to come over here just to fill out the map, but, yeah, I didn't know that was there. Well, there you go. Yeah, none of these cells are locked up properly. Including this one, where we get an elixir that I'll never use. Oh, wow, I'm actually almost out of MP for you there. Just in time, though, to pick up the Grand Marshal's shield. Alright, we got what we came for. Let's get out of here. What's it doing down here? Maybe they were using it to cook something. Again, Oh, okay. Well, what do you mean? Oh, okay. So, where is he right now? Well, wouldn't that be pretty much everyone? Oh. But, okay, yeah, we could try visiting him. I'm not exactly sure what's gonna happen with that. I don't even know where I'd look for him. But, oh, right, we don't need to heal up. We're good to go. Okay, so, yeah, let's get out of here then. Oh, yeah, I need to restock on, teleport stones. Do I just go out the way I came? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna go through the town of Eternia. Maybe even rest up in Edea's bed if I can make it. Come on. Okay, whew. Yeah, we were getting a bit light on MP. Just, passing around too much PP with one more for you from you. I mean, of all people, he probably would be the best performer in our party. Not that that's really saying much. But, okay, yeah, let's get out of here and get to the town at least. At least we don't have Imperials to block our path this time around. I wonder what's happened to all the Imperials now. Like, after Denny is back with us now. Or, well, he was. And with the Skyhold gone, where else would they go? Where else could they go? Oh, and we got a little party chat going on here. I didn't know this was here. What's that? Literally or figuratively? What's going on? What's an owie competition? I think getting meteors dropped in my head at the beginning of the game qualifies. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm with you on this one, Tiz. Well, I mean, it's a JRPG, that goes without question. Being put to sleep for 2 years would do the trick. You guys have toothbrushes? Oh, I guess that would hurt. Oh, well, what do you got? I don't know, having your entire village sink into the ground would qualify as a pretty big owie. Oh, yeah, that would do the trick. But okay, we made it through here. Let's get out of here then. All right. So, well, as you can see with the world map there, we actually don't have to go to talk to Commander Goodman, but we do get some dialogue out of it. So, let's see. Oh, not Florum. Let's see. Eisenberg. Let's see. Where would he be? Probably at the bridge. I mean, where else would he go? I mean, he's not at the... yeah, let's visit the bridge. He's not back at Gathaladio at the Sanctum there. Hey, there you are. Hey, how's it going? What are you doing here?
Hail, Edea. What brings you back to Eisenberg?
I mean, there's no Imperials to defend against. Or anyone.
The shield bearers fought the sword bearers by building unbreakable defenses. So, is it better to rule a nation by the shield?
Well, if you got a good enough shield, it does.
In these past few years, you've faced a coup d'etat, civil war, and relentless attacks by the Empire.
Not in this timeline. At least the last part, anyway.
And yet, under your command, the shield bearers held strong and repelled every threat.
Well, there was one threat that almost did us through that shall not be named.
Commander Goodman, I would hear from you how a ruler might best defend his nation.
With a shield.
Weighty question indeed. I take it you are preparing to follow in your father's footsteps.
Something like that. I thought I was already doing it.
Very well. Compared to the Duchy of Eternia, ours is a humble nation. But I will offer what advice I can.
Well, yeah, when you're the land of immortality, I mean, it's kind of hard to be humble.
The defense of a country relies solely on the soundness and strength of its shield.
Well, yours.
No matter how many times it is struck, no matter how powerful the blows that rain down, it must not bend or buckle.
Well, you would know all about that, wouldn't you?
It must absorb all harm so that no injury, no pain befalls the bearer. Now, this is how I built our shield.
Literally or figuratively?
First, I drew a sharp line between the soldiery and citizenry. It is the former's duty to defend the latter.
Well, that's the general idea, both literally and figuratively.
I saw to it that my men were provided with the strongest armor and stoutest shields, enough to protect them completely.
Well, you do have a mithril mine.
So equipped, they could absorb every attack for as long as it took to exhaust our foes and sap them of the will to fight.
I don't think that's ever been the case in a Bravely Default game, but we'll just pretend it works.
This was the doctrine of the shield bearers, and now that of the Eisenberg army.
Well, there's no more sword bearers, that's for sure.
Of course, some argue that our approach is too rigid, too simplistic. Why not put greater focus on offensive power or mobility?
Well, you kind of need to kill them eventually.
I myself once entertained such ideas, and I was not the first shield bearer commander to do so.
I mean, you have a whole bunch of weapons around here.
Were we to divert more of our forces to the offensive, we could weaken the enemy's assault, relieving the burden of defense.
Well, yeah, that goes without saying.
But doing so would thin our defensive line, and might even afford the enemy a way to break through.
Well, then you better have access to the exact stats that your enemy has, like I do.
We have one duty, and one alone, to protect the citizens of Eisenberg.
Well, you got the whole world now.
An approach that would put them at risk, even were it to improve our efficiency, is not an approach I am willing to take.
Man, look where that got you.
And even with the nation united, you will continue to mold the Eisenberg army into a defensive force?
For as long as war troubles this world and peace eludes us, I will.
Well, you're going to be waiting a long time for that one.
A world without war is hard to imagine. I think we will always have need of a strong defense. It is my sworn duty to protect the people. I, for one, shall never lay down my shield.
Unless you die.
So should I choose the shield?
Well, we got them both now. But now, in addition to Commander Goodman, there's a few other NPCs or rulers that we could talk to. I think there's only 3 more of them. I could be wrong. But that's all that I was aware of anyway. Now, you might think, Itchy Bailey, why not go to the Sanctum over there? And yeah, there actually is someone I could talk to over there, but you don't get a cutscene out of it or anything related to the side quest. Oddly enough, we have to talk to Alfred. I'm surprised I was able to find that.
No matter how many times I come here, I just can't get over how swanky this place is.
Oh, what do you mean?
Marble floors polished to a sheen, gold-plated fixtures. It makes my place back home look kind of pathetic.
Well, I mean, he is rich.
You do have that massive rack of weapons next to your bed, though. That's pretty impressive. In
Rack.
its own way.
It is quite a collection, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, your whole... Well, your home is basically a fortress.
But this place just oozes history. You must have loads of amazing weapons here, too.
Oh.
Indeed, milady. A sword so sharp it can cut through a dragon's hide as if it was silk.
Then why didn't you let us use that at the first part of the game?
A bejeweled scimitar that can pierce the thickest plate mail. An enchanted shield that dulls any blade.
Well,
The House Geniolja armory is positively bursting with wonders such as these, and many more besides.
but we're not going to give any of them to you, even though the world is in imminent peril, and has been for quite some time.
All those treasures and you keep them stored out of sight? Noble and modest. What a family.
Well, I mean, what would we do with them? It's not like we're having parties here or something.
A keen observation from a true lady of Eternia. But in truth, the weapons are hidden for reasons beyond mere modesty.
Well, what do you mean?
I am reminded of the words of a forefather of House Geniolja passed down to me by my predecessor. Perhaps you will indulge me?
Sure, why not?
It is a fine thing to have a mighty weapon, but it is even finer to never wield it.
Well, that would be nice.
Ofttimes, the mere knowledge that you possess great power will suffice to discourage conflict.
Oh.
Justice must be backed by might. This is true. But when it is delivered at sword point, it is little more than intimidation.
Well, that's the idea.
Throughout its long and proud history, House Geniolja has protected the people of this land with justice and might.
Well, I would beg to differ on that, given what we've learned.
But when armies must be mobilized to force obedience, that is a justice not worthy of the name. Now that I recall, there is another famous House Geniolja proverb about shields.
Oh.
A stout shield is a fine thing indeed, but a world with no need for shields is all the finer.
Well, you're going to be waiting a long time for that one.
When people are well shielded, they can live without constant fear of the sword. There can be no denying this.
Guns, too.
But tell me, what is true peace of mind? Is it knowing a stout shield stands between you and a relentless foe?
That would be nice.
I think not. It is in knowing that you are safe from harm without a shield to keep such dangers at bay. Such are the ideals House Geniolja espouses. This is why you will not see arms or armor adorning the walls of this manor.
Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe it was like the first game. They wanted to hide all these weapons from those that would abuse them, like even the orthodoxy.
Or at least, this is what I have come to believe in my many years of service here.
Yeah, I think you're a bit off on that one.
I see. So, ideally, a nation should have both swords and shields, but should have the need for neither.
Well, that's not gonna happen. But, oh well. You got anything to say? No, I guess not. But, let's see. I do want to make a stop at the Sanctum, though, to show something that wasn't there before. And by the way, as far as Agnes goes, she, at least as far as I can tell, we can't find her. She's not even in the main menu or anything. So, yeah, ever since Diamante happened, and we got Caldissa back, yeah. I don't know what happened to her. But anyway, if you come back here, hey, Jan and Nikolai are back. Now that, now that Agnes is gone. Or, oh, yeah, I won't. we'll be good. But yeah, now that Brave is gone, yeah, those two guys show up here again. So Brave is waiting for us in the Cave of Vestments, but there's still a couple more rulers that I would like to talk to. So each continent has one. Let's see, Lord Arima at Unohana does not have anything to contribute to this, nor does the Matriarch of Florem. Let's see, nor does... Well, there's no one at Alcampus there. And obviously we can't find Anyas at the moment either. But let's see, let's go to Harina next. You don't have to go to these guys in any particular order. But let's see, why don't we... game? There we go. Yeah, let's enter the east side of Anheim. A little closer to the guy that I would like to talk to. Yeah, it's too bad the Matriarch especially doesn't have anything to say about this. You would think of all people she would, you know, have something to contribute there, but nope.
Ah, Edea. It is always a pleasure to welcome you.
Hey, how's it going?
Prime Minister, I heard that in times of war, Anheim's factories would turn out airships by the dozen.
What?
This is true, and the vast majority of them were commissioned by Eternia.
Oh.
Why do you ask?
I've always wondered. You have all this industry and technology at your disposal, but Anheim has never had a standing army.
They don't?
I mean, you can forge all kinds of powerful weapons, but you don't use any for yourselves.
That sounds like a bad idea.
What a curious observation, Miss Edea. Are you trying to encourage us to mobilize for war?
Well, if you don't, it might not end well for you.
What? Oh no. Just, you know, speaking hypothetically.
Let's just say my nation decided to invade your nation. What would you do about it after we bomb you into the Stone Age?
Ah, say no more, I understand. You have decided to follow in your father's footsteps, yes?
Something like that.
You ask because you would know for yourself what it takes to rule a nation. Anheim has access to weapons of great power, and yet we choose not to use them. Why not, you wonder?
You're in a desert! What else could you do?
I do. So, why not?
As you know, I'm a descendant of the Harina dynasty that once ruled this continent.
I mean, who would want to invade us?
But at around the time when the sands came to swallow the land, my forefathers fell to the Cammers, ancestors of the former king.
Oh.
Though it boasted one of the mightiest armies in the land, the Harina dynasty could not halt the march of time.
You mean that literally, or with the, like with the whole Time Mage deal going on?
Born in exile, I immersed myself in books, studying the history of nations, of power and might. Meanwhile, King Cammer devoted himself to industry. He dreamed of one day commanding an airship fleet that would rival the duchies.
Then why didn't he?
A dream that, like so many dreams out here, was built on sand.
Well, there's nothing else to build them on.
As Prime Minister, I chose to divert military funding to education. The strength to crush our foes became the strength to grow our nation.
Well, that helps.
In other words, you chose to fight with knowledge and learning instead of force.
Yeah, we could just shove a lightning bolt up their ass.
Precisely. These days, nearly all of the former Anheim defense budget has been redirected to Al Campus.
Oh, so that's why you got that place around here now.
But what if someone were to attack you? An army of scholars isn't going to stop anyone.
Not necessarily. They could set people on fire.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Besides, we have nothing of value for anyone to want to invade us.
Remember, this nation is renowned for its industrial and technological prowess.
and the greatest minds of our generation are gathered in Al Campus. We can build weapons whenever we want.
But what if they kill everyone before you can do that?
Meaning...
We are not a nation of pacifists. If provoked, we will not hesitate to fight back.
Well, you didn't do a very good job before New Game Plus, did ya?
If needed, we have the means to cut down our foes. But we will unsheath our sword only when it is truly needed.
Right. That makes sense. Thank you for your time, Prime Minister.
If my advice has been of use to you as you follow in your father's great footsteps, this is all the thanks I need.
Oh, don't worry, we won't invade you. For now.
So, don't brandish a big sword, but be sure to have one ready when you need it.
Oh, sounds like, yeah. But, okay, so, oh, do you have anything else? Well, that works. Oh, okay. But alright, yeah, let's get out of here. You know, I think I will go to Florham, though, even though the Matriarch has nothing relevant to say about this. We can actually talk to her after the Holy Pillar mess and everything else that was going on. So, yeah, why don't we head over there? We got time. Okay, so let's see. Let's head on over to Florham itself. Well, the city of Florham. I suppose I could just use the piggies to teleport around everywhere. Might have been a little faster than all of that stuff. Or, like, autopiloting and everything. But, yeah, let's see what's going on with the Matriarch and, yeah, the girl. Oh, Sylvie, okay. For some reason I was thinking Olivia, but no, she's gone. Oh, okay. I thought she did all the crystals. Or made them run wild. I hesitate to use those words. You know why, viewers. But, okay, yeah, let's see. There's one more guy that we could talk to, and that's back at Sagitta. The, Elder of Sagitta, to be precise. So, yeah, let's go pay him a visit. Now that we're in, Chapter 6. I don't think any of the NPCs have anything new to say. But we should at least talk to, well, Fusoya, basically. Pretty much. I wonder if they actually used him as an influence to creating him.
You return, my friends. A welcome sight. What brings you back to the home of the Sagitta?
War!
The SP cannon has the power to annihilate any foe. If a strong sword is truly needed to rule a people, the Sagitta would know.
Well, you also had a nice shield here, too.
I would seek your wisdom, Elder.
Why not use both?
And I would hope that I have the wisdom you seek, my child.
I don't really.
You have in your village a super weapon capable of blasting balls clear out of the sky.
And it didn't really do you a whole lot of good, did it?
Yes, I suppose we do.
Well, I was just wondering, do you think you could still lead your people without that power?
Well, someone's got to do it.
So you would follow in your father's illustrious footsteps, Edea Lee.
Something like that.
I am a humble elder of a sleepy hamlet in the clouds. I fear my advice would have little value to one who would rule a great nation.
But you do rule a great nation.
But I will answer you. Yes, the SP cannon is a weapon with the power to destroy our mortal foe. Such power might seem excessive and unbefitting our small mountain village. And yet there are Baals everywhere, and they threaten not just our people, but all who live in this world.
Oh, I was gonna say, I mean, we beat the ball that you actually cared about.
Left unchecked, these fiends would destroy humanity, and we have the power to stop them. Whether this power is essential to govern my people, I cannot say. But it is a power that I would be a fool to relinquish.
So, why didn't you use that in the first game, then?
But what if someone tried to use this great power for evil? What then?
That would put a damper on our relationship.
This is, of course, a danger. Why, even used in good faith, an artifact of such power can have unforeseen and terrible consequences.
What kind of consequences?
But if we rejected this power out of fear, then what would happen to this world?
Well, it wouldn't be much different.
Our foes would still be there, and who would hold them in check? When confronted with an unrelenting foe, what responsible leader would not take weapon in hand and destroy them?
Well, that's what they're for.
Your mind hears my words, yet your heart remains unconvinced.
Well, I mean, we just end up being faster than all of our enemies. That seems to get the job done.
No, it's not that. It's just...
It is all right, child. It is good to doubt.
I mean, that's kind of the whole philosophy of the Bravely Default games. Kill them before they kill you.
The question of how best to rule a nation is one with no easy answer.
Besides, what else are you gonna do?
Maybe the sword is the answer.
Well, in this series it is. But alright, I guess that's all that he has for us. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, okay. Well, try to make the best choices we can, but... Okay, so I think that's all the cutscenes that we can get out of this side quest, at least outside of where we need to go to advance it a bit. But now, Brave is waiting for us back at the... Well, not necessarily back, but he's waiting for us in the Cave of Vestments. What choice will we make? Find out next time on Let's Play Bravely 2nd End Lair. This is H.G. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.